Okay, we want to turn now to this. We've got an update on a situation we have been following. There was a standoff in Sandy Springs. It has been resolved peacefully, with the suspect voluntarily surrendering to police. The standoff happened earlier this morning on Glenlake Parkway. Our Doug Turnbull has the latest from the scene.
It was a scary situation here in Sandy Springs that thankfully de-escalated, but it took a couple of hours here at the Glenlake Apartments on the 6800 block of Glenlake Parkway here just off of Abernathy Road and near the UPS headquarters, as residents here, as they were getting ready to go out to work, found in the 8 o'clock hour this morning that a large presence descended on what was a domestic disturbance. Now, what Sandy Springs police told us is that about 8 o'clock this morning, a woman called and said the father of her child, both of these people lived in this apartment, by the way, the father of her child had assaulted her, and as police approached the apartment, that's when they thought the situation might be getting worse.
As they approached the apartment, they heard what they believed to be gunshots coming from within the apartment. They immediately withdrew and began evacuating the residents as a precaution. Our negotiators were able to establish contact with him over the phone, and they convinced him to come out peacefully, and he was not harmed. Nobody else was harmed.
Now, after they evacuated people for their apartments, we saw dozens of squad cars, a couple of SWAT units arrive at this scene, and residents basically on the left side of this complex couldn't get anywhere near that scene as well. A lot of residents were very concerned about it. Now, what we learned from Sandy Springs Police is 33-year-old Dennis Carter. As you heard, they talked him out of the apartment peacefully. There were no injuries reported. The child was not present in the home, and just before 10:30 or so today, residents were allowed to return back to their apartments, and the scene has since cleared. Reporting in Sandy Springs at the Glenlake Apartments, Doug Turnbull, 11 Alive News.